Beloved ones, life was never meant to be a chain of lack, fear, or waiting for supply that never comes. The universe does not withhold from you. The storehouse of abundance is full and overflowing, waiting only for your command. Yet too many live as beggars, asking timidly for daily bread, when the law has already given them the power to decree. Today I tell you a secret. If you will speak your word every hour with faith and authority, you will never lack again. For your word is seed, your word is power, your word is law. The universe must obey the decree you send forth. The hourly decree of supply. Beloved ones, listen well. Lack is not real. It is only a shadow, a false image, a lie of appearances. The universe knows no lack. Spirit is never empty. Divine substance is forever flowing, abundant, overflowing, without end. Yet men and women suffer want, not because the universe has forgotten them, but because they have forgotten their authority. They forget to speak their word. They forget to command their supply. The law is simple. What you speak with faith becomes flesh. What you decree with certainty becomes your visible world. Every word carries a vibration, and that vibration creates form. The tongue is the rudder that steers your ship. The decree is the seed that shapes your harvest. See, lack, and lack comes. Speak supply, and supply flows. But here lies the secret I give you today. To ensure you never lack again, you must not speak once in a while. You must speak continually, rhythmically, faithfully. You must speak every hour. Why? Because the human mind is forgetful. It drifts. It wanders. It sinks into worry and fear. And when fear takes the reins, lack appears. The hourly decree is the guard at your gate, the shield at your side, the sword in your hand. By speaking each hour, you keep your mind anchored in truth. By speaking each hour, you deny fear its chance to creep in. By speaking each hour, you hammer the truth into substance until it bursts into form. Let your decree be simple. Let it be strong. Let it be spoken with authority. You do not need many words, only living words. The decree is this: I am supplied. I can never lack. The universe now brings me every dollar, every opportunity, every blessing, under grace and in perfect ways. Say it with power. Say it with conviction. Say it as though you were announcing a law already written into the fabric of the universe. For indeed, that is what you are doing. Think of the blacksmith striking his hammer on the anvil. One strike does not shape the metal, but with steady blows, the iron bends, molds, and takes form. So it is with your decree. One word may plant the seed, but steady words each hour bend substance into visible supply. Every hour you speak is another strike upon the invisible. Every hour you speak is another blow that shapes the formless into form. Some will say, but I am too busy to speak each hour. Yet you are never too busy to breathe. You are never too busy to think, and the decree takes but a moment. Whisper it as you walk. Speak it as you work. Declare it as you let it become the rhythm of your life, as steady as your heartbeat. For when the decree becomes rhythm, supply becomes constant. Understand this. The universe responds to constancy. It responds to rhythm. It responds to unwavering persistence. Nature herself testifies. The river does not flow once and then stop. It flows continually, and by its persistence, it wears down the rock. The sun does not shine once and then vanish. It rises daily, and by its constancy, it sustains life. So too must your decree be steady, flowing, continual, until lack is worn away and only supply remains. Now hear me well. The decree is not to beg. It is not to hope. It is not to ask. It is to command. Many pray as beggars, crying, "Oh God, please send supply." But begging reveals unbelief. Begging admits doubt. And the law does not move by doubt. It moves by faith. The decree is the language of authority. It says, "This is so, and it cannot be otherwise." When you declare, "I am supplied," you are not trying to convince the universe, you are convincing yourself. For the universe already knows you are supplied. It is you who must know it. It is you who must believe it. The decree plants the truth in your own mind until your subconscious accepts it as law. Once accepted, it outpictures without fail. Suppose you decree each hour, "I am supplied." At first, The world of appearances may mock you, your purse may still be thin, your bills may still knock at the door, but hold fast. Continue. Do not be swayed by shadows. Each decree is planting, watering, strengthening. Each decree is shifting the unseen until suddenly supply breaks forth in the visible. Opportunities arrive, money flows, debts are paid, doors open, and you realize lack was never real. It was only the reflection of your forgetfulness. Beloved ones, if you will take this one practice hourly decree, you will never lack again. It will become the rhythm of your soul. It will build a fortress of supply around you. It will align your mind with abundance until lack can find no entry. Let me tell you, many people speak their decree in the morning with joy, but by evening they sigh in fear. They plant the seed at sunrise, then uproot it by sunset. They speak once in faith, then cancel it with 10 words of doubt, and then they wonder why nothing happens. But the law is exact. The law cannot be mocked. What you continually speak, you continually create. What you continually cancel, you continually delay. So choose today. Will your hourly words be words of lack or words of supply? Will you spend the hours saying, I cannot afford, I do not know how, it is too hard? Or will you spend them saying, I am supplied, I can never lack. The universe now brings me every dollar, every opportunity, every blessing, under grace and in perfect way. One choice builds a wall of lack, the other choice builds a wall of abundance. And remember, it is not effort that brings supply, it is decree. Struggle does not create abundance. Worry does not create money. Toil does not create opportunity. The decree spoken in faith does all these things without strain. The moment you speak, the unseen begins to move, the channels begin to open, the law begins to work. The universe is never late. It may surprise you, but it will never fail you. Therefore, beloved, train your tongue to speak supply every hour. Let no hour pass without a word of authority. Let no moment slip by without planting truth. Say it at sunrise, say it at noon, say it at dusk, say it before you sleep. Let the decree be the bookends of your day, the rhythm of your hour, the song of your soul. For this is the secret. The one who speaks supply every hour cannot lack. Their consciousness is saturated with abundance. Their subconscious is anchored in wealth. Their environment reshapes to match their decree. The universe bends to their word, and money, opportunities, blessings, they cannot help but appear. So I charge you, begin this practice today. Do not delay. Let the next hour be your first. Speak it. I am supplied. I can never lack. The universe now brings me every dollar, every opportunity, every blessing, under grace and in perfect ways. And tomorrow speak it again, and the next day, and the next, until it becomes the rhythm of your life. For the hourly decree is the master key to a life without lack. Living in the consciousness of no lack. Beloved ones, I have shown you the power of the hourly decree. I have told you that to speak each hour is to build a wall of supply around your life, so strong that lack cannot. Now I tell you this, beyond the practice of speaking every hour lies the greater truth, living in the consciousness of no lack. For the decree is not mere words upon the tongue, it is a seed planted in the soul. You may speak it faithfully, but if you do not live it, if you do not walk as though it were already true, then you weaken your harvest. The decree must saturate not only your lips, but your mind, your heart, your daily walk. It must become your conscious. When you decree, I am supplied, you are not speaking a hope. You are stating a fact. You are reminding yourself of what is eternally true. Spirit is supply. Spirit is fullness. Spirit is never in want. And as you are one with Spirit, you too can never lack. The decree simply tunes your mind to this truth, until lack disappears as morning mist before the rising sun. To live in the consciousness of no lack is to refuse every appearance of want. The world will present shadows, bills will come, prices will rise, accounts may fall low. These are shadows only, they are not truth. Truth is abundance. Truth is supply. Truth is fullness. To live in no lack is to look at the shadow and say, "You have no power. I am supplied. The universe is my unfailing source." Understand this. Appearances test your faith. They ask, will you believe the shadow, or will you believe the decree? If you believe the shadow, lack will grow. If you believe the decree, abundance will outpicture. The one who lives in no lack holds fast to their word, even when appearances roll. They say, though the purse looks thin, I am supplied. Though the bill is due, I am supplied. Though the door seems closed, I am supplied. And as they hold firm, the shadow dissolves, and the visible supply appears. Now let me speak of gratitude. Gratitude is the fragrance of the consciousness of no lack. When you are grateful, you are declaring, I live in abundance now. Gratitude multiplies your decree. When the smallest dollar comes into your hand, bless it. When a gift arrives, bless it. When an opportunity opens, bless it. For every blessing you honor increases in power. Every stream you bless becomes a river. Gratitude is the magnet of multiplication. But ingratitude is the thief. To sigh, "This is not enough," is to cancel your decree. To complain, "Why is it so little?" is to uproot your harvest. Never despise the small, for the small is the beginning of the great. A single coin carries the vibration of millions. Bless the one, and you call forth the many. Beloved ones, to live in the consciousness of no lack is to see abundance everywhere. Look at the trees, see how many leaves. Look at the stars, see how countless. Look at the ocean, see how measureless. The universe is forever showing you its nature, endless, overflowing, inexhaustible. Align yourself with this vision. Say within yourself, as the stars are without number, so is my supply. As the ocean cannot be emptied, so my purse cannot be empty. As the leaves are many, so are my blessings. You must also practice non-resistance. When you decree, I am supplied, the universe may bring opportunities that stretch you, that move you, that call you to grow. Do not resist. Many pray for abundance, yet when the door opens, they say, "This is not the way I wanted." They shut the very door they commanded to open. Non-resistance is trust. It says, the universe knows the perfect channel. I accept the supply in whatever form it comes. Under grace, do not bind your decree to one person, one job, one path. The universe is infinite. If one door closes, another will open. If one channel dries, another will flow. The consciousness of no lack knows that supply is everywhere, and therefore it cannot be limited to one source. Your employer is not your source. Your business is not your source. Your bank is not your source. Spirit alone is your source, and spirit has 1,000 channels. Trust the source, not the channel, and above all, walk as one who already has. If you speak, I am supplied, but walk as though you are in want, you are divided. Your decree says yes, but your conduct says no. The law is exact. It reflects the stronger side. If fear is stronger than faith, fear wins. If faith is stronger than fear, faith wins. Therefore align your walk with your word. When you rise in the morning, dress as one who is supplied. When you pay your bills, write the check as one who is supplied. When you meet the day, speak and act as one who is supplied. For this is the great law. Act as though it were already true, and it must become true. Appearances will bend to match your consciousness. Now let me give you the form again. The decree of the consciousness of no lack. I am supplied. I can never lack. The universe now brings me every dollar, every opportunity, every blessing, under grace and in perfect ways. Speak it each hour, live it each day, think it each moment, and soon it will saturate your entire being, until lack cannot find entry. You will find that doors open where once they were shut, money flows where once it was blocked, opportunities appear where once there was emptiness. The decree, lived and spoken, reshapes your world. And remember, this is not toil, this is not struggle, This is not effort. This is alignment. To decree is to align yourself with truth. To live it is to keep yourself aligned. And once aligned, supply must flow. The law cannot fail, beloved. Let this be your life. An hourly decree, a daily walk, a constant gratitude, a consciousness soaked in abundance. Refuse lack, refuse fear, refuse worry. Speak only supply, live only supply, see only supply. For this is the truth. You are supplied now. You can never lack. The universe is your unfailing source. When you live in this truth, lack disappears forever. Bills are paid before they arrive. Needs are met before they are spoken. Desires are fulfilled before they are formed. For in the consciousness of no lack, the supply is already given. So take up your authority. Speak your decree each hour. Live your decree each day. Walk in the joy of one who cannot lack. And you will see, with your own eyes, that the universe always fulfills its word. For the decree is power, the law is faithful, and the universe cannot fail. Beloved ones, hear me well. You were never born for lack. You were never designed for struggle. You were never destined for poverty. You were born of spirit, and spirit is fullness itself. Therefore, fullness is your inheritance. The universe does not need to be persuaded to bless you. It is blessing you now. It does not need to be begged for supply. It is supply itself. What is required is only this, that you command, that you decree, that you live as one who already possesses. So I give you your charge. Speak your word every hour. Speak it when you wake. Speak it at noon. Speak it at night. Let your lips declare, I am supplied. I can never lack. The universe now brings me every dollar, every opportunity, every blessing under grace and in perfect ways. Let this word live in you until it becomes your very breath. Do not waver. Do not falter. Do not look to appearances. Look only to truth, and truth will outpicture. The purse will overflow. The table will be spread. The doors will swing wide. The way will open before you. Walk out of here knowing this. Lack is a lie. Supply is the truth. Stand in truth. Speak your decree, and you shall never lack again. For the universe has heard your word, and the word cannot return void. It is done.